is a tarot marathon of tarot introspectives, wide proportions. So I'm going to see if I can answer some specific questions from viewers. And maybe squeeze in a general. We'll see here. So someone had something that they thought was going to happen. They felt like they had enough faith. They had more than a mustard seed's worth of faith. And they felt like they saw it happening. And when push came to shove, it did not occur. And they're wondering what's going on with their destiny. So the cards are not behaving today. We may get some wild answers here. This thing that you're concerned about, overly concerned about, that's tied to something that you wanted to happen, it's coming in with take some time out to focus and refocus and really just spend some time with yourself so that you can comprehend the answer that comes up if you don't. Okay? Why didn't it happen? Okay, something else needs to fully come to term, fully ripen, fully be completed. This may have something to do with someone else who wants to walk away, or either who you want to walk away from. It could be the energy itself, the times that you want to walk away from. But you need to be more fully healed before this other thing takes place. So this is time for you to enjoy less choppy waters and not be out there trying to swim in a tsunami or the aftermath of a tsunami, like leading up to a little bit after it. And you may want to be more protective of yourself and your heart, which is something that has to mature for you. Because if this other thing happened, your heart, your personhood, things that matter to you most, you know, things that are sacred to you, would be coming up as kind of like out there, put in the spotlight, and people are so judgmental. You know, they may really be envious of your blessings, of something that you wanted to happen anyway. All of this is contributing to why the universe has not really put a crick in it, just slow down off of something. All right, intuitively, something else is going to be said or something else is going to happen, and it's going to make more sense that you're still dealing with some sort of anxiety here, or a need for somewhat of a break, feeling like you want things to be equal, you want equality within your life. So this has something to do with fate bringing justice to you in some sense. At a time when you may be thinking your manifestation is the only way out of something that has crumbled. the only way out of some sort of hostile scenario, hostile situation, hostile environment. So people have to have time to deal with their emotions and let them settle a little bit. You also have likely been going through some emotions that it will really be good, hands down, for you to work through so that you can move to a more all-encompassing sense of joy, having all of your needs met in a way that's important to you, in a way that just makes you feel better in general. With the Ten of Cups coming in, Ten of Cups is, you have gone up through that pyramid of needs and you're in a good place. Any other clarity on why something didn't manifest a certain way? Okay, so you are put in a position, or you will be placed shortly in a position to where you'll learn more about manifesting what you want to see happen. There is still this vibe of hostility that could interfere with something else that you have going on. And then there, your own emotions coming up again, putting somewhat of a hold on what you really want to see manifesting, which is this joy, this quenching of this desire for love, additional happiness, and also a new vision is going to take root for you. And this is just a time period leading up to that. It could be emotional. It could have something to do with finally shaking the negative patterns of behavior that have come about due to you interacting with someone who didn't have your best interests at heart. Again, it's coming up that healing needs to take place. What would have happened if your manifestation would have occurred without this extra time for healing? Okay, so you might have ended up feeling a bit more hostile, or the hostility around you may have affected things in an uncanny way, one that would be very unwelcome. This is a time for you to build yourself up, to discipline yourself, to really make your choices very clear to yourself, very apparent to the world, or so that you will be making your career, love, all these different choices. You'll have clarity in making them. And this additional time is going to assure you of being able to do that. Also, it's about forgiving yourself, forgiving others, knowing that you're worthy of a chance that you have to accept somewhat of a greener pasture, so that you won't mess your own self up. Also, the way that you wanted to take, a path that you wanted to take towards something that you are destined to receive, it wasn't exactly the right path. Let's see why. Oh, due to a surprise that was going to transpire. What is this surprise having to do with? What is this surprise? All right, 2 cards are coming out. Something that is going to help you to let your guard down, help you to be less anxious, and something that is somewhat of a team effort. Let's see if I can get clarity on, like, I feel like the people who are close to you, who maybe were trying to help you to manifest something, but they weren't saying anything. They know you're headed that way anyway, but they know that you will cross that street without looking if given the chance. This is a time for you to, again, tweak your plans, become more disciplined in something that you want to do that is going to help you to manifest the life you want and accept this adventure that is about to be placed on the table for you. Any other reasons why something didn't go a certain way? It's coming in with you being too defensive to accept it at this time. What are you defensive about? About why things went a certain way, why things crumbled in a sense. You may want to blame yourself sometimes. Sometimes you may want to point out other factors, but it's still not helping you to feel better. So this is about getting to the place where fantasy meets protection. So you want to be open, but you don't feel like you can completely open your heart, completely open your world, because you know that there's always someone's pissy attitude or dangerous ways of being that can present themselves. Let's see what your advice is according to the tarot with this. And it's coming in as just be disciplined and allow the rest to pretty much take care of itself. Peace, love, and blessings. Great seeing you in the top chat as well. Just chilling.